This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 33. 33, baby. It takes more energy to be fake and to be perfect than it takes to just be yourself. Now, in this insane world, okay, and I like the word insane because if you break it down, insane. They want you to think that insane means you're crazy. But if you look at the word, you're insane. You're sane if you're insane. So what I meant to say was, in this out of sane world, okay, if you talk the truth, if you speak the truth, you're crazy. You're an asshole. And yeah, I mean, you don't want to speak the truth in an asshole way. That's the nuance. That's the tightrope that we need to walk, guys, because we know the truth about so much, but we can be assholes about it because we just want everyone to wake the fuck up. All right, but we can't be judgmental. It doesn't help the situation. Nobody's going to change from us judging them. And back to the point of this podcast is that you're walking around and you're trying to look perfect. You're trying to be perfect. You're trying to be your best version at all times for everyone, at work, at school, when you hang out with your friends, when you are at home with your wife, your husband, whatever, your family. You're always trying to look and be perfect, right? And be just like the best version of yourself. But guess what? That is taking up so much more energy than if you would just be you. You are not perfect. You make mistakes. And this is why, and now we get to the point of why so many fucking people listening to this would love to start their own podcast or would love to start their own YouTube, but they're afraid to cough in the middle of it, okay? They're afraid. So many people listening to this would love to do a TED Talk, but they're afraid that if they get on stage, they're going to forget what the fuck they're supposed to talk about. But guess what? That's your superpower. Authenticity is your superpower. And the more personal something is, the more universal it is. I want you to start to realize this. The more you become real, the more people relate to you and love you for it. And you then give others permission to be themselves. When you make mistakes, you give other people permission to make mistakes. Okay? When you admit that you were wrong, when you are yourself, you give others permission to be themselves. When you start to love yourself, you give others permission to love themselves. Okay? And that is why your top 5 is so goddamn important. Okay? So I say this a lot, so y'all need to just catch up. Because the other day online on the Raw Misfit show, apparently all I said was top 5, and I just kept it moving. And Matt was like, that means some of the top 5 people you hang around, right? And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I'm just thinking everybody knows it by now because I've been saying it for, I don't know, fucking 11 years. Okay? You become the sum. Top 5 means watch your top fucking 5. You will become the sum of the top 5 people you hang around. Whether you like it or not. You're going to have their fucking bank accounts. You're going to have their health. You're going to be as fit as them. You're going to be as happy as them. You're going to be as healthy as them. You're going to be as spiritual as them. You're going to be in nature as much as them. I mean, me, I don't even have a top 5. Okay? Like, I got some digital top 5s, you know, like my mentors. Okay, but In real life, I don't even know 5 people I want to be like. I know 2, maybe 3, but it's really 2. And so, watch your circle, guys. Watch your circle. You can be acquaintances with someone, but if you're going to live with them or date them or be best friends with them, you better damn make sure that you want to become like them. Not in a creepy way, okay? Don't get narcissistic personality disorder, okay? Don't be creepy about it. Don't try to become them and dress like them and start drawing watermelons all over your room like them. Sorry, I've been traumatized in the past. Sorry, guys. Can you tell? Don't start becoming obsessed with watermelon like them, okay? Because you have your own uniqueness, your own personality, all right? And yeah, I knew someone that just like wanted to be me, that they basically turned into me. And, there's a fine line here, guys, okay? Like, you have something special in you that no one else has, okay? And I don't mean you're not better than them, and it's not an entitlement thing, okay? So, you have something in you that no one else can do. You can do something that no one else can do to make this world a better place, okay? And I want to try to inspire you to find that source, like you are your own inspiration. And of course you become the sum of the top 5 people you hang around. Of course, I just said that. And you get, we're all sponges. We all soak up expressions and nuances and way people say things and, all types of things, right? And like, there's so many things that I love because Awa put me onto them. Absolutely. Absolutely, of course. But like yoga, I wouldn't know anything about yoga without Awa, except I did go to yoga before her, but she really put me onto it. 2017, that was like my big breakthrough year when I broke up with my first boyfriend. And I realized that I could set my own goals, and I could, I started my YouTube, started my social medias, Ms.FitVegan. And it was going to be, 5 years later before I even had a fucking book or anything to offer to put out in the world. Yeah, it took me 5 years to feel confident enough, okay, to have a book, to have a course. But that's besides the point. The point is, it takes more energy to be perfect than it takes to just be yourself.